I have a problem. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is taking over my life. This is one of the most immersive worlds I have played in recent times. Guys, listen. I've clocked in over 50 hours. 50, 50, not 1 5, 50 hours. And I haven't even gone to the wedding. Which is basically quest 1, guys. I just felt I needed to come up in here and rant about this game because it's insane. I'm lost in the source of side missions and I love it. I haven't been this immersed in a game since, man, Oblivion. Elder Scrolls Oblivion, guys. Skyrim. That's the type of vibe I get from this game. My Henry is heavily based on charisma and speech. And as my name suggests, Leroy Poet, I'm a writer at heart. And I love how I can use my words to navigate my way through this game. I love that what I wear, and right down to my hygiene and haircuts, that influence my overall charisma and how people view me. The delivery is meticulous and absorbing. It's well done, man. I've read every single book that I've come across and it increases my scholarship skill as well as my character's knowledge level in the game. I end up having conversations with other characters and new dialogue options open up off the back of my knowledge. How cool is that? It just works well. And it genuinely makes you feel like there isn't a wasted moment in the game. I love the combat system too. Bro, I'm new to Kingdom Come, but I've thoroughly enjoyed that the turn-based style they've implemented takes planning and thought. This isn't a hack and slash. You actually have to think about when you swing your sword or weapon, the angles you're taking up, and if you're blocking whilst managing your stamina. Like, there's a real sense of achievement when you beat a group of enemies, or even a well-armored advanced fighter. You know, a fighter that can counter and parry you and dodge your attacks just the same way you can as well. If you mess up, you will feel it. Like, you'll definitely feel it. The fact that you can bleed and you have to bandage yourself up adds another layer to it. Like, it's all cool, man. I can't even lie. Now, the in-game game within the game is called Dice. And I didn't expect it to be as satisfying and enjoyable as it is. I don't know what I was expecting, but it's very enjoyable. The concept is pretty simple, but it's charming in its execution. And I love hearing the different comments characters make depending on if they're winning or losing. You know, it's not, you have to play it yourself. It's not rocket science. And I'm gonna start sharing some videos about it because it's actually enjoyable once you get into it. I'm yet to cook something and see how the cooking mechanics work. And that's crazy in itself. Like, I'm not sure if you picked up from the start of the video, but I'm over 50 hours in. I'm over 50 hours in and there's things I haven't even touched yet. But the systems in place to help you preserve foods and ingredients, such as drying your food or smoking your food, is a cool consideration. Because it helps with item management further, right? Because if something is about to go bad, you might as well eat it. But if you have an abundance of something, you can smoke it and dry it to stop it from spoiling. It's a cool feature. One thing I have done extensively though is alchemy. It's actually one of my favorite aspects of the game. I actually did a live stream when I first bought the game, and when I say I got lost in alchemy, I got lost in alchemy. It was a good way to make money, right? But at the same time, it's actually just fun. All the recipes are in your recipe book, a literal book, guys, that you flip through and see all the different steps that you have to follow down to the timings. You have to follow it down to a T in order to brew perfect potions. Like, there is intent behind everything that you do in this game. There are other quirky things that happen in the world, like finding a water goblin's treasure, talking dogs, getting drunk, getting knocked off your horse, and so much more. that I've indirectly discovered from just being in this world. I haven't even done the archery, guys. I'm 50 hours in and there are mechanics in this game I am yet to fully explore. Alright, I need to slow down for a second because this game has me thinking. Kingdom Come is just one of those titles that pulls you in and doesn't let go. That's been my experience of it. But it has got me curious. What do you all think? Is there another game out there that has you as hooked as Kingdom Come has me? In this world, I feel like there are many RPGs, but this one really stands out for most of the points that I've made, and I'm sure others have their own views on the game too. So in the comments, I want to hear your thoughts. Maybe an RPG has similar attention to detail, or one where the combat and world building just hits differently. Let's talk about it. For those of you who've played the game before, I've got another question for you. What advice would you give to a newcomer, not only like me, but other people who may be wanting to try this game? I'm still figuring out so much, even though I'm 50 hours in. And I'm sure I've missed some gems or game mechanics, and other gamers may feel intimidated. There's so much going on in the game. If you've got any tips, whether it's about combat, alchemy, managing your inventory, even romancing, because I haven't even touched on romancing, but I've been doing the most in this game. Let's just leave it. Let's just leave it there. Henry is for the streets. Drop those hints in the comments. I am building a scholarship-based character after all, so knowledge is king. I also wonder, what are you guys' thoughts on the combat and how do you approach it? Do you go in guns blazing or try to use your environment to advantage? Like, there's a clip in here, it might have been at the start of the video, where I use a tree to obscure the enemy. What are your tactics and strategies with dealing with more than 2 enemy types? Because it can get a bit overwhelming. On another note completely, right? Has anything random or unexpected happened to you while you were just exploring the world? I swear half the fun I've had in this game, yeah, and probably why I've logged so many hours outside of the main story, it's just stumbling upon things you never saw coming. The world of itself just feels lived in. Like, it's so important when a game of this nature feels lived in. Because then you don't feel like a player within the game, but you actually feel like a member of the world, if that makes sense. You actually feel like you are 100% part of this world. It's cool. Anyways, if you've enjoyed this video, drop a like, share, subscribe, yada yada yada, if you haven't already. I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep exploring this world together. I will catch you all in the next one, and hopefully I'll make it through the wedding in one piece. Peace.
For fuck's sake! Only because it's you.
That's not enough. Laches. Ada pesca cinava. It's a deal.